What's up? I'm Ben from Stitchdown. We're here at Boot Camp 2025 Chicago at Artifact Events. World's fair of boots, shoes, leather, quality goods. We're gonna go take a little tour, see everybody inside. Come on. All right, we're inside. We're gonna have some longer talks with a few of our exhibitors, but we wanna make sure you hopefully see everything that's here. We got Cordobes, handmade down in Mexico, really cool. He called me up 2 weeks ago and was like, can I come? I said, yeah, you can come. And he's here. Here we got Vanessa from Bespoke Footwear, Chicago local. Some of the coolest women's footwear you can see, all natural materials. It's great. From Colombia, Bourdon boots. They're measuring feet right here. These things are really good. Hefty in the best way. This place smells pretty good. This is the leather room. Today it's boot camp. Yesterday was our hide materials trade show. First year for that. We're gonna run it back next year, but we gotta check out all these tanneries from around the world. We got a dozen of them. We got liqueurs here from Italy. They make some absolutely fabulous soling leather. We got welts. This is the stuff that's inside the shoe. This for Bespoke. Great job. Oh. Wicked and Craig, Pennsylvania, since 1867. All veg tan, fabulous stuff. Belts, wallets, definitely boots. Italy, again, Opera and Atlantica. Opera makes some of the best suede in the world. Atlantica is like kind of this experimental tannery from my guy Lorenzo, who's wearing leather pants but isn't here right now. We'll find him later. Really, really cool stuff. Keep an eye on this. Mariam, also from Italy. This is like the Italy corner. I got some of the wildest horse butt you could ever see. Also things that are like a little more down the line. Fabulous. Few do it better. Ed Galloon. Ed's always got a really good looking booth. He tans a little bit all over the place, but Wisconsin, man. This is a Midwest event in a lot of ways, and I love that. Law tanning. Ryan Law back there. My God, distinctive stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. Seidel tanning, more Milwaukee. There's still so much tanning in the Midwest. American industry is still happening right here. Fritz Jr., you know, names on the label. Absolutely beautiful, heavy work leathers, and they really introduced a lot more stuff recently that is kind of lifestyle.
Lifestyle, you know, general purpose leather.
General purpose leather. Can't beat it.
Goes on your foot, we make it.
They make it. Over here, we're still in Wisconsin, which is crazy how much is going on in Wisconsin in tanning. We got Tealy leather, some of the best lining leather in the world. They also make upper leather, and we think a lot about what's on the outside of the boots. This stuff's on the inside, and when you feel it, you're like, oh yeah, that's good, or I recognize it. Could be Tealy, excellent stuff. All right, we're gonna go inside, check out a whole bunch of finished products. We just saw the materials that this stuff is made out of. And if you want to learn how to make it, or a belt, or a wallet, or any kind of leather good, Chicago School of Shoemaking and Leatherwork, here in Chicago, they're actually right down the block in Ravenswood. Really, really great place. Oh wait, there's Lorenzo with the pants. Get the pants. Yeah, look at these pants. We're doing good. Look at, like, I told you about the pants.
Yeah.
Here's the pants.
Here's the pants.
Get back to work. Limmer boots, I have some of these. They're incredible. Some of the world's best handmade hiking boots, made in Intervale, New Hampshire. It's a bit of a drive, but a beautiful one. Get up there. They've been making boots since 1919. Still doing it the old way. All right, so this is a fun one. I just ran into somebody who's like, you want to hear a crazy boot story? I got one. This is a pair of Limmer boots from 1970, I think. He got them on eBay for 200 bucks. And the person that sold them to him sent it with this picture of Peter Limmer Sr., and he brought them, showed them to Adam. He's like, we have this picture, and this is the original, and this is the kind of stuff that happens here. It's pretty wild. These boots are incredible. They're pretty much the same as the ones they make today, which is the best part. All right, yeah, boot camp. Attic boots, this one's so exciting for me. First Japanese brand at this event. Came all the way over from Tokyo. Fantastic engineer boots. Some have service boots. And then these, we made a collaboration. Satoshi's fitting somebody up over there, but we'll grab him in a second. I want to talk to him about these and Japanese boots being in America right now. Tosh Ishijima from Attic Boots came over from Japan. First Japanese brand at Stitchdown's boot camp.
Yo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
What does it mean to bring Japanese boots to America?
It's very positive. I met so many American customers. It's very excited.
First collaboration that we have done together.
Yeah.
Western zip boot. This is what they look like new. This is what they look like after 2 months, you said?
Yeah, 2 months. I like original CL Western Jeep, but it's more skinny or more tight sizing, but it's stylish. I focused on stylish and comfortable. Western Jeep is more comfortable to wear. I appreciate you and your all staff. They are very kind, and of course audience. I will come back.
All right. See you next year. Crown Northampton, E. Woodford from, believe it or not, Northampton, England. Chris, who we're going to talk to in a second, is a 5th generation shoemaker. They make some of the world's best sneakers. These things take a week to make. The box costs $500 to make, and you can feel that it's worth it. They come every year and do some demos of hand welting, and people can actually participate in it.
Lewis is hand making the thread that we use on the traditional E. Woodfords, and then I am welting an Ernest, which is a collaboration between E. Woodford and Crown. And this welt and sidewall construction is something like we came up with ourselves. Kind of a new design, but comes out with a real clean, handmade trainer / gentleman's kind of shoe.
Chris Woodford, what are you doing, Chris?
So what I'm doing is measuring up feet. Because if you're going to spend some money on some shoes that last, you want them to fit.
See, that's smart.
Start by measuring feet, okay? So we're taking the widest points. Loads of people have wide feet. Do you have wide feet?
I have somewhat wide feet, but I have, I think you know this, a high instep.
Yeah, you do.
Which I confused for my feet being wide
Yeah.
for many years. But it wasn't.
No, it wasn't wide.
Only a little bit.
Yeah. And you have to think about all that stuff. So when I'm measuring someone's foot up, I'm looking at the arch, I'm looking at the instep, I'm looking at the width, and also I'm listening to the customers. When I'm building a last, we have them in 3 different fittings, but if the heel is narrow, we can start with a narrow fitting and then adjust just the front of the last by putting leather over it and add it on where he requires it. So it's kind of a more tailored experience. Off the shelf is fine, but it's never going to be perfect. Sometimes it just needs to be perfect.
I like that. Congratulations on your perfect shoes. We got Red Wing, of course you know Red Wing Heritage. Been making boots in Red Wing, Minnesota since 1920, iconic stuff. Their Tannery SB Foot is here. Show you how they make the leather that they use on all their boots. That's the time capsule that they just buried. That's not the actual time capsule that they just buried, but it's going to be dug up in 120 years. Pretty wild. Behind me, we got Grand Stone, one of my personal favorite brands. I wore some of their loafers yesterday. Everybody knows Wyatt. He's the best. Over here, the shoes I'm wearing today. Russell Moccasin, making them in Berlin, Wisconsin for 127 years. Long time, but I'm pretty sure I got that right. Some of the most comfortable shoes you'll ever wear, and boots.
Paul,
What's up, man?
good to see you.
It's great to see you.
How are you?
I'm good, how you doing?
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Thanks for coming. Oh man, whoo, these look good. Johnny Works from China. Exceptional craftsmanship. The weight of these things is perfect. This derby, I mean, they've got crazy engineer boots with huge soles, wild leathers, all the way down to these things, military derby, really exquisite. Dr. Soul, love these. Johnny Works. Of course, Horween leather. Been doing some of the best leather in the world in Chicago since 1905. One of the biggest reasons that we're here in Chicago for Bootcamp 2025. We got it all here. Shell Cordovan, Chrome Excel, things that nobody's ever seen that they're developing. They've been incredible hosts for us all weekend. Love it. Renav is here. They got a chopper. Our first Indonesian maker. We've covered the Indonesian bootmaking scene pretty crazily for the last 5 to 7 years. You know I'm gonna love these. Work boots. This stuff is all handmade. They barely even have machines over there, and it shows. It shows in every single boot. Thrilled to have Renav here. Hope to see more Indonesian makers in the future, but what a great start. Of course, we got some beer, Untitled Art. My man Isaac, who runs his company in Madison, Wisconsin, where I went to school, hit me up about 6 years ago and was like, I love boots, let's do something together. And now we have his beer here. It's the best. I love it. Not yet, though. Really one of the coolest stories of this whole weekend and the last few years in footwear is Opie Way. They're hand making these sneakers in Asheville, North Carolina. And then they had to stop because they got completely wiped out by a hurricane. Their factory was destroyed, everything was shut down, inventory gone. Justin's been rebuilding it for the past year, and he's back here with these shoes. And also Pearl Boot Company, cowboy boots. I mean, with a podcast that we have with Justin from Opie Way, we're in tears. You will be too. Go listen to it. It's an incredible story. American manufacturing and just a comeback. Love this one. So thrilled they're here. These moments happen at this event. It's kind of the best. This is Amir, and he wrote a thesis of repair. He's inspired by Martin Luther, but he's talking about how to repair things, why we should repair things, and then he's got, what do we call this again?
4 tiers of repair.
4 tiers of repair on the back. Factory fresh. Ship of Theseus, obviously, Frankenstein, and Hack Job. We're going to figure out a way by the time this video's out to have this available to everybody because it's incredible.
Thanks,
Great job, man. I'm putting this in my pocket.
The beauty of all the shoes and boots at our expo is they are not disposable and can be resold over and over. The SSIA here supports cobblers in that noble quest.
Before, after. All right, we got Caswell. Kevin's back there working it. He's got 1 million sizing pairs. Really one of the cooler small brands that's going, period. The range is incredible. He's making boots literally all over the world. Some of the most interesting leathers that you'll see. Caswell boots. Support small brands. And the big ones too. This is Nick Stitchdown. I'm Ben Stridewise.
The perfect marriage of internet boot nerds.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the two of us together.
Yeah.
Just loving feral swine leather.
You gotta stop talking about that stuff. Also, I'm married to somebody else.
Unfortunately.
Ah, Blackbird. Look at this shrunken bison. It's absolutely wild. Doing fantastic stuff in India. Oh my God, the braided welt. Started out as a really, really good dress shoe maker doing hand welted stuff over there, but now the boot line is really coming along. Absolutely thrilled to have these guys here. Woo! Yeah, these are good. I asked them to juice the music up a little bit. Now we got CNC Music Factory going. This is that kind of party. This is good. This is good. We also got Brian the Bootmaker in the hat, the iconic hat, out here from LA. One of the great handmade bootmakers, totally custom, iconic. Absolutely thrilled to have Brian here. All right, we got her. Lisa Sorrell.
Hello, Ben.
The queen. She makes stuff like this.
This was just a design that popped into my head one day. So I designed them, I chose the colors, and my husband doesn't ever get any say in what kind of boots he gets. My husband was like, who are those for? And I said, well, they're your size.
How many boots have you made in your life?
I wish I knew. I have students who are smarter than me, and they started numbering their boots when they began, and I was not that smart. So I'm gonna guess 1,500, 2,000, I don't know. I had an old maker tell me one time that I wouldn't know what I was doing until I'd made at least 500 pairs. And he was right. I've made more than 500.
one of the great cowboy bootmakers in existence, and always bringing along the next generation because it's kind of important.
It's very important. That's the thing I'm most proud of is the students that I've turned out. I've got some fantastic makers out there.
Are you having any fun here?
I'm having so much fun.
Okay.
This is the best show. The energy here is amazing. I look forward to this every year.
We made a boot together, didn't we?
We did, buddy. We did a great job. You are a very creative and inspiring individual. We've got two different combinations of leathers. Light gray cypress from Horween. We have some wax flesh Pacific.
Which is pretty cool. When you see this in person, it's better than the pictures.
You know, it almost looks black, but it's not. It's kind of the color of a deeply roiling ocean. That's why we call it Pacific. So this is our black support work leather up top in a rough out. This is from Seidel. And this is, of course, the hometown hero, Black CXL. How can you not have some Black CXL?
Gotta do it. We're in Chicago for boot camp.
Absolutely.
Iron boots, X, Usmoo boots. Really some of the coolest boots you can see. Definitely one of my favorite collaborations here. But like long term, what's going on here? Lars from Osmo, listen to the podcast. It's fabulous. And the Ticho one too. Ticho's around here somewhere. Nobody's seen him. You can't really, he looks like everybody else. I found him.
I thought you were talking to nobody.
Yeah.
Like those.
They look pretty good. They look pretty good. Oh yeah. Whole range of Saphir product, but they got every color you could ever imagine. I mean, this is just kind of a fabulous setup. Saphir, Elegant Oxford, and Classic Shoe Ballet. Obviously, they've been doing this. Shining shoes. They've also had master classes right over here all day long, teaching people how to repair a gouge in a shoe. Obviously, shoe care, some of the best stuff in the world.
You know, the best part of the show that I had a gentleman come by, said, hey man, I'm a big fan. I've watched all your videos and because of you, I made my boots. I go, yeah, whatever, man. I hear that all the time. He goes, no, I'm wearing them. I said, no way. You made your own boots with watching my videos? Like, I couldn't believe that he made his own boots and he's wearing them.
You're making an impact.
I think I'm making an impact, you're making an impact, Pablo's making an impact. Just the fact that it brings people together, sheds some light on the entire industry itself, the boot industry.
All right, so this is a fun one. They kind of have a similar ownership distribution, so they're together, but we got Pedag, some of the great insoles made in Germany and Berlin, and then Japan, Boot Black. We're thrilled. We got two of the best care product companies in the world here. Sphere from France, Boot Black from Japan. I use both of them all the time. We got Tie Bar. Amidst all these boots, there are a bunch of dress shoes here, and I love them. But if you want to look pretty damn decent, I don't know. I considered wearing this one today, but you know, we made a different choice. But this is fantastic. Accessories. I got a pocket square. I had a wedding to go to, black tie. I was like, I don't have a pocket square on like Thursday. Tie Bar. It got me. It was great. And they have a fantastic store in Chicago here too. Then we got Ashland Leather, made here in Chicago, Horween products. Everybody knows Phil. If you don't know Phil from Ashland Leather, listen to his podcast, watch his videos. One of the ultimate leather educators. Makes a mean everything. This is the Fat Herbie, and let me get it. My personal wallet for the last like 4 years. The Capone money clip. I actually have a bunch of cash in here. It's kind of nice. Fabulous. I recommend this if you don't want a Costanza wallet. Of course, you know Red Wing. Their Tannery SB foot is here. Show you how they make the leather that they use on all their boots. Lacey Schumann, SB foot.
Yep.
Everybody's breaking down after this boot camp event. We're very tired.
We are exhausted. I think this is great. I had a great time.
You did?
There was a lot of leather. There was a lot of boots. People loved it.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
What did you learn?
I got to see brand new leathers from other tanneries, which I love seeing for lots of reasons, but I learned from them. I taught somebody that kangaroo was green, natural flesh is green.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. So Miram Tanning does a really good green or a kangaroo.
I thought they were dyeing it.
No.
I had no idea that. All right, I just learned something.
You're welcome. That's why you come to boot camp.